Shocking United States and China are officially on the economic warpath. Donald Trump launched the first blow with an aggressive 145% tariff on Chinese products. But China responded immediately with a counterattack, a devastating 125% tariff. About absolutely everything that arrives from the United States. The situation right now is dramatic. Wall Street ISD into chaos. Desperate runners watch their investments plummet minute by minute. In the ports of Shanghai, thousands of U.S. containers remain stacked, blocked, generating a logistical crisis never seen before. Diplomatic tension is felt in the air. Trump and Xi Jinping barely cross eyes. While ordinary citizens in both countries face impossible prices on everyday products, people wonder who will actually pay the final price.
To me, the most beautiful word, and I've said this for the last couple of weeks, in the dictionary today, is the word tariff. It's more beautiful than love. It's more beautiful than anything. It's the most beautiful word. This country can become rich with the proper use of tariffs. It'll
Did
keep
you just
companies...
float out the idea of getting rid of income taxes and replacing it with tariffs?
Well, okay.
Were you serious about that?
Yeah, sure. But why not? Because ready? Our country was the richest relatively in the 1880s and 1890s. A president who was assassinated named McKinley. He was the tariff king. He spoke beautifully of tariffs. His language was really beautiful. We will not allow the enemy to come in and take our jobs and take our factories and take our workers and take our families unless they pay a big price. And the big price is tariffs. And he'd speak like that, but he was right. And then around in the early 1900s, they switched over stupidly to, frankly, an income tax. And you know why? Because countries were putting a lot of pressure on America. We don't want to pay tariffs. Please don't. You know, believe me, they control our politicians. With China, as you know, against my statement, they put a 34% tariff on above what their ridiculous tariffs were already. And I said, if that tariff isn't removed by tomorrow at 12 o'clock, we're putting a 50% tariff on above the tariffs that we put on. So they've gone for years. They've become a rich country because of people, again, that were in the White House that allowed this to happen. Hundreds of billions of dollars a year they'd make on us on trade, and it shouldn't be that way. And I have a great relationship with President Xi. I hope it's going to stay that way. I have great respect for China, but they can't do this. We have been just destroyed, what they've done to our system. You know, we have $36 trillion of debt for a reason. And the reason is that people allowed it to get that way. So we'll be talking to China. We'll be talking to a lot of different countries. And I think, you know, if we can make a really fair deal and a good deal for the United States, not a good deal for others. This is America first. It's now America first.
The ball is in China's court. China needs to make a deal with us. We don't have to make a deal with them. There's no difference between China and any other country except they are much larger. And China wants what we have, what every country wants, what we have, the American consumer. Or to put it another way, they need our money. So the president, again, has made it quite clear that he's open to a deal with China.
Where the hell is Congress? Where the hell is Speaker Johnson? Do your job. They're sitting there passively as this guy wrecks the economy in the United States of America, which has dominated the global economy. Don't take my word for it. The Wall Street Journal. We are the envy to the world. And overnight, a wrecking ball to America's reputation, our role, and our relationship. And so I'm angry as a parent as a taxpayer, as someone who has a retirement account that didn't come from wealth, no trust funds in my family. You know, worked hard all my life. A guy who has businesses. I know I'm blind trust. And I trust you can appreciate that I won't try to cross the line on that. But as someone who's built a business that also is export dependent, some of them, industries like ag that I'm involved in, I have a unique understanding. It's not an academic understanding of the stress that folks are going through. And so it connects on every level. And so I'm angry about this.
This is how tariffs work in 60 seconds. So here we have John, and John is going to buy his favorite shirt at Costco. Now, normally he pays $5, but this week he notices that it's actually $7. And so he says, Costco, why does the same shirt cost $2 extra? And they said, well, John, we used to import this shirt from Mexico and it only cost us $3 to make. So we can sell it for $5 and make a $2 profit. But your government, all of a sudden, they want to charge us a $2 tariff for every shirt that we import in. So if I sell it to you for $5, I don't make any money. That's why I have to charge you $7. And that's when John goes to the government. It's like, hey, why'd you charge him a tariff if you knew it was going to come back to us? And they said, John, well, we were hoping that they would actually just build factories in the US so they could bypass the tariff. And what they was going to do is still going to make the shirt a little bit more expensive, but now we're going to have more jobs and it's going to help boost the economy. And that's how tariffs work. So obviously the government, they want to have these companies stop importing and actually build in America to boost the economy. But what happens sometimes is those companies just say, hey, we're going to pass the cost to people like you, John. And only time will tell if it actually works or if it backfires.